Well, hello, it's a bona Tavatia Dolly Old Eek. How lovely to see your faces again, which is basically what that means, what I just said. So, today I've decided to do yet another video. Welcome back to Smith's Motigations. Woo! We are going to go with a glorious subject, which I've done before, but I did it with a couple of guests, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give my own personal views on things. And that is friendship. And where home is. First of all, friendship. What is friendship? Well, you think it's a group of people that are around you, and let's have an actual look at the definition of friendship on my phone, because I have no idea what the dictionary definition would be. My phone tells me friendship, the emotions or conduct of friends that state of being friends. So, in other words, a relationship between friends, or a state of mutual trust and support between allied nations. Okay, that's a little bit more political than I wanted, but you know, let's go with that. No more definitions. So, that's the dictionary definition. Now, my definition, I guess, is quite similar to the second one in a way. A trust and respect between mutual nations, as it were. Now, I think in a friendship you have to look for key factors. Someone who you trust, someone who is honest with you, who will plain blankly say if you look horrible if you're going on a night out, say for example. Not naming any names because it's true, on some occasions I do this a lot. Other things that other friendships can lead to many things. Now, friendships come and go, but we've all fallen out with a friend. Let's face it, we've all done it once. I try not to, because it's just unnecessary hassle. Because you know what life is. So, I would say my personal definition of friendship is very much similar to the second one that I read out, being a state of mutual trust and support between allied nations. Well, you know what? Your body is a nation. Your being is a person. And helping each other by supporting them, being there, I think that is the best part of having a friendship. Now, we all go through difficulties in life, let's say that. It does happen, and quite often we do fall out with friends. Or quite often we fall out with family members, who are technically your friends as well. Now, I've been asked quite a lot, do you ever have any regrets? I'm 20 years old, I shouldn't. And you know what, I really don't. I think if you go through life having regrets, they're only going to get you down anyway. So why regret doing something? You should always have the best for yourself and best for the next person who is there with you, supporting you as well. That being a friend, of course. Whether it be your mum, your dad, your sister, or someone that you've known for about 4 years or so or more, like someone who is a close friend and someone that you have been with for a long time. Now, I'd say, in my opinion, it's better to have a smaller circle of friendship than it is to have a larger one. I mean, there's people in this world who have thousands of friends on Facebook. Now, how many of these people do they actually know? How many of these do they actually see? Because I tell you what, it's very difficult to find time for most people nowadays because life is so busy. But you know what, there's always this thing, no matter how difficult life gets, no matter how busy you do get, I always say, always make time for your friends, and even to do something, to go out and do something with them, not just mope around on your phones. Your faces are right here, you know, you can talk to each other, you don't need one of these. Yes, it's a way of contacting, it's a way of directing meetings up, but you know what, actually face-to-face conversation is the best thing. A particular friend of mine, who has been on my videos before and she will be again, she is probably my closest friend because we have been there through thick and thin. I was always thin, but that's just a personal opinion. I'm gonna get a kick in the head for that one. But she is one of my closest friends, and to be able to go round her house, have a laugh, have a few drinks, we've been drunk before, go out, have a few drinks, or go out and do something, go have dinner, is great, and to have fun, but at the same time, we will sit in her house, either on her bed or somewhere in the house, and we will have like an intellectual conversation. Now that is another key factor in friendship, is to have someone who you get along with no matter what you're doing, and just enjoy yourself, just enjoy being around them, because there's no such thing. You should always be looking for good vibes, in my opinion. If someone is giving off bad vibes to you or taking you down the wrong street, as it were, get out of it. Just even if it's make an excuse to what you are doing that night. Now, something that I find that goes along, I've mentioned it just now, in that you find friendship in a parent or a sibling or something like that. So let's again have a look at the dictionary definition of what home is. So home is the place where one lives permanently, especially as a member of a family or household. Okay. An insinuation of people needing professional care or supervision. Okay, so that's an old people's home. Oops. An adjective for it is relating to the place where one lives, or a sports fixture played by teams on the ground. I'm not going into that because I don't like sports. My take on those is a little bit thinking, well, that's not home to me. I personally would say home is where you feel emotionally, physically, and mentally happy. If that's in your own mind, if that's in, say, Travis Land or something like that, or Smith's World, or whatever you want to call it, or something like that, or whoever your name is, your world, that sort of thing, then that's your home. But having a home is more about, I think, about an emotional connection. If you come home and you find that things are getting difficult, you're arguing with your mum, you're arguing with your dad, you're arguing with your sister, whatever, that's still home to you. That's still home, that's where you live, those are the people you have a connection with. But if you go out into the big wide world and find somewhere you would call home, then that's okay too. Now, of course, I've spoken about busy lifestyles and leading difficult lives, as it were. It's at home is where you should always feel safe. You should always feel safe to go back there and cherish the moments that you have with them, because your parents and your family aren't around forever. You can choose your friends. I'm going to say it, I'm going to say this old cliche, you can choose your friends but you can't choose your family. That is so, so true. Your friends and family are the things that are the closest thing around you. They are the big things that matter in your life, along with your job and everything else. Those big things should also fit in with little things, like your hobbies, your enjoyments, and that kind of thing. Home is somewhere where you would consider feeling at peace with your own emotions as well as everyone else's. It's not just where you live, where you sleep, where you watch TV, I suppose, because I know we all do it. I'm guilty of it too. But going out there and finding a home where you feel safe is a great thing, and it's something that I will dwell on in another topic in a couple of weeks. But I'm just trying to get my head around how to talk about it. I'm finding this one difficult, but I'm just revamping it and see what happens. So, quick final recap. Friendship and home. They are two separate different things, but bring them together and you bring harmony to your own relationship. Because a friendship is mostly about yourself as well. You have to feel that you love yourself to go out and love someone else. Yes, I did just make a RuPaul insinuation again, as it were. Insinuation, that's the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for? Phrase! That's it, there we go, phrase. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Amen. Preach it. But finding the friendship within your own heart before you get out there and say, these people are my friends, these are the people who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Please take time, find yourself, express it, and see who comes along. Thank you very much. That's come to the end of my Motigaytion this week. So please go like, comment, share, subscribe. Please subscribe, please. And please comment down below with your thoughts, and also go like me on Snapchat and Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat. They are in the links in my channel, up this corner, sorry, or that corner, I don't know which one it would be, but please go like, share, subscribe. Links are in bio for my social media, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!